Hey everyone, and welcome to my channel. This is Tarot by Melissa, and today's reading is going to be looking into how does your person feel about you, the blunt truth. So in this video, we're going to be looking at your person's current thoughts and feelings and energy toward you and this connection that you share with them. And just getting into a couple of disclaimers right off the jump. The reason that I label this video blunt is because my goal and intention is to provide you guys with the honest, grounded truth of what I see with regard to your connection. I know that a lot of you guys come to these readings because things are feeling really confusing with your person. So I do think that it is in your highest good for me to tell you the honest truth, even if it does mean that I'm sharing something with you that might not feel the best or may not be the most positive news. Just know that I'm going to tell you the truth of what I see, whether it's positive, negative, neutral, indifferent, etc. That being said, if you are at all sensitive about your person or feeling a little sensitive about this connection, this might not be the best suited reading for you because you do need to come into it of the mindset that you might hear something that you don't necessarily want to hear. So just bear that in mind before you continue to watch. Also keep in mind that this is a general reading, so not every message may be specifically for you. Just use your intuition. If something that I'm tapping into doesn't really feel like it fits your situation, then it's probably just not your message. Release it, let it go, and please do not allow it to get you upset because, again, it's a general reading. There's no way that it can resonate with every single viewer that places their eyes on the video in every single way, okay? So with that being said, let's go ahead and get into our pile selection. So for today's video, we're doing 3 piles. Starting off with pile 1, we have the Magical Dogs Tarot and some strawberry quartz. For pile number 2, we have the Osho Zen Tarot and some smoky quartz. And for pile number 3, we have the Rider Waite Smith with some satin spar or selenite. Let's go ahead and take a deep breath. Think about your person and how they're currently feeling about you and this connection. Where do they stand? Go ahead and select the deck or the crystal you feel the most intuitively connected to. And once you've made your choice, scroll down to the description box to locate the timestamp that will take you to your pile selection. See y'all there? Hey pile 1, if you guys picked out the Magical Dogs Tarot with this strawberry quartz crystal, this will be your reading. So we're looking at how your person currently feels about you, the blunt AF truth. I did kind of have to tweak the name of this video and just call it blunt versus blunt AF because YouTube is cracking down on cursing and things like that. And I'm pretty sure that even abbreviating the words could go against me. So you guys still get the point, but anyways, tapping right into the energy of your person, I want to start off our reading by looking at where they currently stand with regard to this connection. So for pile number 1's person, where do they currently stand with regard to their connection with pile 1? We have ascending. We have self-worth. We do have solitude at the bottom of the deck, so you and this person could be at a distance right now, or maybe they've pulled back their energy a little bit. They might be feeling as though they need to take a little bit of time for themselves. We also have healing underneath of this. This person is perhaps distancing themselves from you because there's some inner work, some inner balancing that they need to be working through at this time. But where they currently stand with regard to this connection, I do think that this person is in a place where they are starting to kind of see the situation from a higher perspective. With ascending coming up here, this typically indicates an energy of starting to like rise to the occasion or starting to rise up in a sense, level up in a sense. And I do feel that your person is in a position where they may be getting ready to level up with regard to this connection. I think that something that may have been a big blockage for your person is something to do with self-worth. So maybe there's been some situation in the past that they've had to heal from, that they're still working through some healing on, and maybe the situation really damaged your person's self-worth. But I do think that this person is in a place where they're working on their self-esteem. They're working on their self-worth. I think they're working on feeling a little bit better about themselves so that when it comes to this connection, maybe they're not as triggered from a self-worth perspective. I do feel for some of you guys that maybe this person didn't feel or doesn't feel as though they're good enough for you for whatever reason. So there's like this vibe of them feeling as though they need to sort of rise up or level up in order to actually meet you on your level. So let's just jump right into the tarot cards and see what's going through or what's coming through next. So how does pile number 1's person currently feel about them? How does pile 1's person currently feel about them? Truth be told. The Star in reverse. The Mage. Such a cute little dog. The 5 of Swords. Clarifying the Star in reverse. The High Priestess reverse. Clarifying the Magician. The Sun in reverse. Okay. And clarifying the 5 of Sky, we have the Hermit. And we do have the Hanged Man at the bottom of the deck. In this deck, it's called the Seer. Let's pull one more Oracle card, and then we're going to get into these energies. And do not worry, guys. We're getting tons of detail today. I have more Oracle cards we're going to use. We're going to use the status deck, message cards, all the things. So what's going on with this person, please? With pile 1. What's going on with their person? How do they currently feel about my pile 1? We have Daydream. Interesting. Okay. This person may have some other people influencing them as it pertains to this connection. This could be positively or negatively influencing. It depends on your situation. I don't see a lot of other people here in the immediate energies, but you guys will probably know if that pertains to you or not. The other message I'm getting with that card is that this person may feel as though you're a positive influence on them. And I do see in this energy some hopes and some attempts to potentially like manifest you back into their life. So how does this person feel? I do feel that energetically this person may be ready to come out of hiding. I do feel that this person maybe has put this situation on ice for a little while. They've needed to take a time out from you to be able to understand themselves better, to understand the situation a little bit better, and try to kind of shift perspectives on this. I do feel that in the time that you and this person have been apart, I do feel like they have still been thinking a lot about you. I do think that they have been daydreaming, perhaps fantasizing a little bit about you. And it's interesting that daydreams and fantasizing are coming up here because the Star card for me, even though it is a beautiful energy of like healing and hopes and dreams and like thinking about, you know, hopes for the future, right? I do feel this person was in a little bit of this fantasy land with regard to you. But with the Star reverse, it's actually giving me this energy of them coming down to earth a little bit. And I think through coming down to earth and seeing the situation a little bit more realistically, this is allowing them to shift perspectives and see things, again, from a more realistic perspective versus hopes and dreams. Hopes and dreams are great, but if you're never taking any action, it's always going to remain your hopes and dreams. Does that make sense? So I do feel like this person is looking at this situation from a much more logical and realistic perspective, maybe more so than they have in the past. And I'm wondering with this High Priestess card if the reason that they're doing this is because maybe something about you that they once found to be very mysterious is no longer a mystery to them anymore. So when it comes to them wondering or daydreaming about it, it's almost like there's no more need to do this because they already, like whatever this mystery is has already been revealed to them, if that makes sense. I also am getting for some of you guys that this person could be in a more like realistic perspective about this connection because something that was hidden has now been revealed to them. So whether you guys just shared a perspective or told them how you felt or something about the situation became more clear and evident to them, it's like it's forced this person to see things a bit more clearly and have a deeper level of understanding as to like what went wrong here and what changes potentially need to be made. Now, I do see that this person is in a place where they are desiring to attract you back into their life with the Magician. So this person, I do feel, is wanting you back. I do feel that they're wanting to see you again. I do feel like they are mustering up the strength and the tools and the skills to be able to do whatever it is that they need to do to call you back into their life. This definitely feels like a group where you guys have been in separation in some form or fashion, whether it's long-term or short-term. But I will caution you guys that with the Sun reverse, I think the reason that they are wanting to call you back into their life is because they're not feeling that good about themselves or that good about this connection. There's a lot of cards here indicating like a sense of hopelessness or a sense of just not feeling as optimistic about things. And I think that they're wanting to call you back into their life because they know that your energy is going to make them feel a lot better. Again, this person is in solitude. They're focusing on healing. Maybe they have been numbing their feelings for a little while. And I think that they find your energy to be incredibly healing as well. Like they know that whenever they are connected with you, they ascend. They know that whenever they can connect with you, it helps to make them feel better about themselves. It helps their self-esteem in some way. And so I do see here that they're feeling like they want to call you back in because they want to feel better about themselves. They want to feel happier about the situation here. I do feel, though, that this person very much is in their head about the situation. I feel like this person is very much in their head. I do think that they're very much in a space where they're not sure how to be vulnerable and to really let their guard down and express to you what it is that they feel. There are a lot of fears that this person still holds with regard to expression and honesty. And I feel like there's still this energy of them, whether they're consciously aware of this or not. The Five of Swords is telling me that this person still needs to feel like they have the upper hand. They still need to feel like they have a sense of control. This is a very interesting energy because you see a dog, in this case here, holding and hoarding all of these, I don't know what he has, like sticks or something, to himself. He's kind of holding them close to his chest. And we have these other dogs walking away in defeat. You know what I mean? But the reason that this dog has taken all the sticks is because he wants to feel like he's winning something. And through winning something, he's actually pushing what could be his allies and friends away, because the way he's doing it is coming across as a little bit underhanded. I know that was a really long spiel that I just put on there, but the point is this person struggles with being vulnerable. I think that this person is holding their cards close to their chest. They have a fear of being fully seen by you. They have a fear of being vulnerable. And because I feel this person is very much in their head, I think that they are continuing, at least for now, to maybe stay a little sequestered off from you. Again, there are signs that they want to come forward. There are signs that they're wanting to reconnect with you and maybe come out of this time of pause. But I don't think they're quite there yet. I think they're still contemplating actions here. So let's actually want to go in next with the Arrows of Love Oracle cards, and then we'll look at the status deck, some message cards, and some advice for you. So let's get some clarifying messages for pile 1. How does their person currently feel about them? How does their person currently feel about them? For some of you guys, I'm getting winter, like the winter season could be the next time that you connect with this person. I'm also getting that this could still be a winter season for this connection, meaning that it's in a period of time where the separation is still needed here, okay? For some of you guys, it could be that your person is, even though they know that separation is best, there could still be a little slight resistance to it. There could still be some stubbornness for this person to see things from a new and different perspective. How do they feel? So we have possessiveness. This person certainly does have possessive energy over you. I do think that if any of you guys have been dating other people, or this person perceives you as kind of being out there, dating others, putting yourself out there in any way, it does trigger this person. I think that it does make them feel jealous. Let's see. We also have trials of love, lessons. Yep, this person is learning a lesson through you. You are kind of, your energy, through connecting with your energy, it is pushing your person to improve, ascend in some way, to address their deficiencies within their self-worth and self-expression. How do they feel? Love language, deep conversation. It's interesting that that is coming up over top of the Five of Swords, because again, this tells me that this person would like to be vulnerable with you. There is this desire deep down to like have a conversation. And I do think that this person, if they allowed themselves to be more open, I think the two of you would actually be able to have really meaningful conversation and connect over certain things that you both like to talk about. But they're still overcoming this fear of fully letting their guard down and expressing themselves to you. We also have the pendulum, yes or no, at the bottom, and delight and desire here as well. And so with this energy of yes or no, again, this is where I feel this indecision is coming into play, where this person is not sure yet what choice they want to make or how they're ready to move forward. It's like, do I stay in isolation? Do I come out of it? They're not sure. So let's move into the status deck next. I want to see how this person currently perceives the status of your connection. How does pile one's person currently see the status of their connection with my pile number one viewers? We have the chaser, likes what they can't have or what's not good for them. This person very much gives me the vibes of somebody who like wants you for themselves when they want you on their terms, but wouldn't actually like be able to stick around and cultivate something with you. So it's like, I feel like whenever you guys maybe pull back your energy is when this person starts to get into their manifestation chasing mode, you know, and that's not really the healthiest dynamic for a person to be in. We have perfectly imperfect, allow this connection to establish its own vibe. So they kind of feel like this is a unique connection to them. You know what I mean? Like they're not maybe that concerned about like the status of it, or maybe that concerned of it fitting into a specific box, if you will. They just kind of feel like the connection is what it is. It's its own unique thing in their life. Okay. We have walk away. You know what you want. You won't get it here. So again, this person is in their head because something that they're wanting is not necessarily what they know they're going to get. And I just keep feeling like this person is like connecting with you because it helps to soothe their own ego, right? There's something about connecting with you that makes this person feel a lot better about themselves. You guys also had this delight and desire card that I saw underneath the pendulum. So it's like this person knows that they can get immediate needs fulfilled with you. Whatever they're lacking, you help them feel better. And I think that they realize that that's not going to work for you because they see that they're not going to get it here, which is why we have the distance. You guys also do have divine timing. Now is not a favorable time. There are things impacting this connection. So again, separation may be the best suited solution for this right now because it doesn't seem as though this person is really ready for anything more substantial than where this is right now. And again, you guys tell me all the time in the comments like, well, I don't want a relationship with them. You guys tell me that all the time, that like a lot of tarot readers just kind of like assume that the viewer wants a commitment from their person. So maybe some of you guys don't want a commitment and that's totally fine. But the point is that there is some sort of like energetic friction where you guys are not on the same page and more timing is needed in order to bring balance back into this connection. So let's take a look and see what messages they have for you. So what would this person say to you if they were being completely truthful and honest? We have subconscious. You've been in my dreams. Daydreams and night dreams, you guys. They're thinking about you a lot. And I do think that there is still some fantasizing about you that they partake in. We have avoidance. Seeing you reminds me of the things that are not easy to deal with. So they know that there is accountability when it comes to you. This person is avoiding accountability. They're avoiding having tough conversations. Again, they're hiding. They're not ready to have deep conversation with you, even though I think on a subconscious level, they know that they would get a lot out of it. We have gratitude. I'm a better person because of you. Yes, you guys help to up-level this person. My question to you guys would be, does this person up-level you in any way? Because they don't really seem, in my opinion, as your reader, tapping into this energy, it certainly feels like an imbalanced connection where they're getting a lot more benefits from connecting with you than you might be from connecting with them. So let's go ahead and close this out, pile number 1, with our advice. So guidance for you, just certain things that you guys may want to keep in mind or consider or reflect on as it pertains to your own energy with regard to this situation. We have losing yourself. You feel lost in your partner. It's okay to be yourself and to have your own life too. It's kind of like this mask energy of like becoming someone else, you know? Maybe there's a part of that that's true for this person where you wrapped yourself up in their energy and lost your own sense of what you had going on for yourself, which happens sometimes. We have hiding feelings. You need to express how you feel to the one you love to see how they feel in return. So that 5 of Swords may not only be your person's energy. This could be about the dynamics they feel between the both of you. That like maybe both of you are not being totally vulnerable about like what you feel and what you want and what you desire. There's this tit for tat energy beneath the surface where like maybe nobody's really showing up and wanting to just be vulnerable, put it out there, express how they feel. And remember, you guys did have this energy of deep conversations here. This person on a subconscious level would like this. And I think you, my viewer, would like this as well. But somebody has to be willing to express their needs and put it out there. So it's almost like stalemate energy because nobody's stepping up. Let's grab one more for pile 1. We have lust, not love. Passion isn't the same as lasting love. Don't get sucked in just by good sex. So that could be something to reflect on with this person. Like it could feel like a really strong magnetic connection. There could be a lot of passion and chemistry. But just because there's passion and chemistry, it doesn't mean that it's the correct formula for a long-lasting relationship. So that could be something that you're being asked to reflect on right now with regard to the energy you experience with this person. You guys also have 2 attached. Give your partner some breathing room. Being too needy drives them away. So I think still the message is that distance and detachment are going to be very important for both parties in this connection to be able to see it from a new and different perspective. So pile 1, very strong reading. I would love to hear from you guys in the comments what aspects of the reading you feel resonate the most with your situation. So please drop me a comment down below and let me know. If you're not already, please do subscribe to my channel, hit the notification bell so you'll be notified when I post the next reading, and I look forward to seeing you guys in the next one. Bye. Hey, pile 2, if you guys picked out the Osho Zen Tarot with this smoky quartz cluster, this is going to be your reading. So we're going to find out how your person is currently feeling about you, the blunt truth of this connection. I'm going to kick things off by channeling your person's current position with regard to this connection. This is going to kind of show us where they stand energetically with regard to you. And let's just go ahead and see. Where does pile 2's person currently stand? With the smoky quartz, I am feeling this person could be depressed, or they could be trying to get rid of negativity in their life. This person may also be searching for stability within this connection or within themselves, grounding of their energy. We have received. Where do they stand with regard to my pile 2 viewers? Family. Okay. Sorry guys, I'm drinking water. So what I'm feeling right off the bat from these 2 cards is that This person is focused on their family right now. Now, for some of you guys, this could be you. Like maybe you are family with this person in some form or fashion, or they may see you as a part of their family. But for the majority of you, I feel like this person is almost blocking you out because it's like this energy of, I got it. Hand up, I receive your message. Now I'm blocking you out in a sense. It's like a blockage type of vibe that I'm getting. It's like they are blocking you out energetically and turning to focus on other things in their life like family. This person may already have children. This person may already be in another connection that's a committed connection, a wife, a spouse, a husband, whatever the case is. And there's something with regard to this situation that I feel that they are blocking out to focus on family. For others of you, maybe there's some sort of conversation that you guys have had about this idea of family. And I do feel like this person has received your message, but at the same time, I still feel a little bit of resistance around this, and I am feeling some discomfort from this person's energy. So let's just take a look and see what their feelings are towards you. I feel like we need a little bit more context here. How does pile 2's person feel? We have guidance, the 3 of Pentacles. We have the 3 of Wands. We have the 10 of Cups, family energy again. We have the 10, I'm sorry, this is the Wheel of Fortune. We have the Master. We have the Success, which is the 6 of Wands. At the bottom of the deck, we do have the Thunderbolt, which is the Tower energy. I'm going to pull one more Oracle card here just to give us a little bit more information. And I'm not taking reversals in your deck because I feel like it's easier for me to read this deck without them. We have Flirt. Okay. How do they feel? Pile 2. You know, it's interesting that we have this energy of family and this energy of kind of blocking you out that I'm feeling, because even though this person is in a stance of thinking about family, I see a lot of individual energy here where this person is, I feel in a space of being more focused on self at this time. But there's a little bit more nuance to it, so I want to jump in. I do feel like for this group, this person has recently gone through a shocking moment in their life, maybe with regards to family or with regards to you. Because with the Tower being here, this is about like shocking realizations. And look, we have 6 of Cups here, which is kind of like past love sort of energy. Fixating on the past. Something about this person's past, I think, has really drastically changed. Something about the things that they're comfortable with in their life, something about their dreams of love and connection has been kind of jolted to a shocking halt in a sense, or they've been forced to see it from a different perspective. Something's changed in their life. Something that was once a stable foundation is no longer as stable as what they thought it was. And this could, I feel, be related to the theme of family. Now, as it pertains to this connection with you, I do feel that energetically they are in a very lighthearted, flirtatious sort of vibe towards you. I do think that this person enjoys flirty banter with you, But it feels to me, tapping into their energy, that this person is more centered on themselves and more centered on repairing whatever this thunderbolt moment was in their life, with maybe your energy not necessarily being the biggest focus for them. However, again, we're going to get more cards to see what else comes through, but let's get into what I see. I feel like this person right now is tapped into their spirituality. This is the Three of Pentacles, but the way that I'm seeing this here is this person is looking for spiritual guidance. Now, for some of you guys, I feel like maybe they receive spiritual guidance from you, that you're somebody that kind of acts as a guide to them, that's been helping them to work through some of these changes within their life. I do think this person is... You see, it's like another sort of ghostly figure here, kind of like what we were seeing in this card here. It's like there's something about their past that I feel has changed really quickly. Something about their past has changed really quickly. And I think that this person is feeling like they need this support to sort of get through the change. With the Wheel of Fortune here, this could have been a change that came in really abruptly, especially with that Tower at the bottom of the deck. And maybe this person has been feeling like they've been down on their luck in some way, or that it was kind of a bumpy ride and they needed this extra support to get through it. And maybe for a lot of you guys, they were relying on you as that support system. You guys could have also met this person at work, as a side note for some of you. So with this person right now, what I see them kind of focused on is experiencing life. And again, it feels like they are experiencing life on their own. Again, it's weird because it's like we have this focus of family, but I don't really see a lot of indication other than the Ten of Cups of this person really like with family energy coming through here. It feels like this person is planning ahead for their life, that they are focused on their own experiences and how they can expand and just live. Maybe this person is traveling. It's like they're wanting to have experiences and sort of have these experiences to gain some type of enlightenment in their life. Again, with the Master being here, this is about like somebody who has really mastered a strong spiritual lesson, a really powerful spiritual lesson, a really powerful change within their life. This person may actually be, for some of you, wanting to cultivate a really strong change within their life. And maybe this Tower moment isn't necessarily something disastrous that happened to them, but it's more so this shocking realization of like seeing things totally differently and wanting to go out there and create the life that they desire. And maybe a family is something on their list. I do feel that this person feels really good in your presence with the Ten of Cups and the Six of Wands. I do feel that flirting with you makes them feel really happy. I think it makes them feel really like cloud nine. I do feel like this person could see you as somebody who is like this long-term sort of emotional fulfillment type of energy. Because of the fact that when they do connect with you, they feel really good. I think this person gets like a little bit of an ego boost whenever you guys are together and like you're on their arm. You guys also do have this self-worth card at the bottom of this deck as well, which is leading me to believe that this person is still sort of struggling with some semblance of like low self-esteem. So this energy is interesting. I want to... It's like they have a very idyllic sense of who you are and what you represent, to be honest. So let's see. Let's grab some of these Arrows of Love Oracle cards to get some additional insight here. Okay. We do have Promise. How do they feel? We have Rendezvous. Okay. And we have Look What the Cat Dragged In. Return and Apologies. That is such a funny card. For some of you guys, I feel that there are changes coming in this connection with the Wheel of Fortune. And I feel like this person is thinking a lot, again, about the past and wanting to come back to you. Now, for a lot of you guys, I was kind of reading this Six of Cups as being something else from the past. But for a lot of you guys, now that I'm seeing these cards, I feel like they're associating you with the past. They're thinking about the past of this connection that they shared with you. And what I'm feeling is that this person is thinking about coming back. I think they have this very idyllic idea of like what you represent to them and what could be in this connection. And this person is wanting to come back in and they want to apologize. They have a little halo on for whatever they did wrong. It's like, again, I was picking up on some friction here. Even though I feel that this person's feelings toward you seem pretty positive thus far, there's some sort of friction here. Like there's some sort of sense that they did something wrong or that they're kind of frustrated with you, but they want to apologize. I do feel this person wants to meet up and have like a late night drink with you or like date with you, something along those lines. And with the promise here, again, this person is thinking about long-term commitments. And perhaps this person is wanting to make some sort of promise to you or proposition to you to see if you guys can work out whatever went wrong in this connection in the past. So let's take a look and see next, how do they perceive the status of your connection? Oops. All right, sorry guys. So how does this person perceive the status of their connection with group 2? We have dating, open to love, getting to know people, not committed to just one person. It's like they do see you as special, but again, with that 3 of Wands, it's like they're wanting to explore still a little bit. Let's see what else. We have cutthroat. It is what it is. It's not what it's not. How do they perceive the status of their connection with pile 2? Unavailable. Lacks presence, time, or emotions. I almost feel like this is how they feel about you guys. We also have distant here. A disconnect, disharmony, or an argument is currently playing a factor in your connection. Yeah, there's something that went to the left here. And I do feel like this person is either perceiving you or something about this connection as being unavailable, cutthroat. I feel like there's this energy of trying to see the situation from a very like blunt perspective, even though they have this 10 of Cups fantasy energy when they think of you. It's like they're kind of in this telling themselves, well, it is what it is. You know what I mean? And I do get that this person is slightly emotionally unavailable as well. I think this is how they perceive you, but I also feel that within them, you guys, because again, every indication in the reading is like a person who is more focused on themselves and still like lightly attached to you. So let's take a look and see what this person would tell you if they were being completely honest with how they feel. We have curious. I've looked you up online to see what you've been up to. Okay. So they're watching you, and maybe that's like where they got their shock. I feel like this person, for some of you guys, might have seen something on your social media that like kind of shocked them in their lurking. We have puzzled. Something is still missing for me, and I'm trying to figure out what that is. Yeah, for them, something about the situation still feels a little bit off. They're not seeing it totally clearly. They're not sure. Let's grab one more. We have craving. The thought of you still does things to me. So there's a lot of passionate energy, physical attraction that they feel. They also are saying that please don't take what's happened personally. It's not you, it's me. So I definitely feel like one of you guys needed to hear that for sure. So pile number 2, let's go ahead and end your message with a little bit of advice, just certain things to consider for you as you continue to navigate forward within this connection or other connections in the future. So what does pile 2 need to consider or reflect on with regard to the situation? We have criticizing. Criticizing your partner is driving them away. Focus on their good qualities. I see, that's what I feel is like this hand is up, because maybe this person felt like it was too much for them. You know what I mean? We have rushing. You can't hurry love. The right one is coming in perfect divine timing. Yeah, so I think that like just letting this person, I'm almost wondering if you guys told this person that you wanted a family or you wanted a higher level of commitment, and this person just wasn't ready for that yet. Let's see. Indecision. You are afraid to make a mistake, so you won't commit either way. See, this person is perceiving you as unavailable, and I think they are too. I think you guys are actually mirroring each other a lot, where both people like want to connect, but like nobody is committing either way. Both of you guys, I think, are in an indecisive place with regard to this situation. So pile 2, I do think we're going to go ahead and end the message here. But as always, I would love to hear from you in the comments which aspects of the reading you feel resonate the most with you and your person in the situation. If you're not already, please do subscribe to my channel. Hit the notification bell so that you will be notified when I post the next reading. And I look forward to seeing you then. Bye. Hey, pile 3, if you guys picked out the Rider-Waite-Smith with this satin spar crystal, this is going to be a reading. We're looking into how your person currently feels about you. Blunt AF, as always. So let's go ahead and start by just tapping into where your person currently stands with regard to this connection. So where does pile 3's person currently stand with regard to this connection? We have release. Ooh. We have grief. We do have settling here at the bottom of the deck. So I definitely feel like there's something about this connection that your person is letting go of. You know, I don't think that it's easy for them. I do think that they are sad for sure about letting this go. But I'm getting this feeling that your person is really wanting to kind of lighten up the energy in their life a little bit. And there's almost a sense of relief that I'm getting from this person letting go of this situation. They are sad about it though. But there's something about the circumstances within this connection where this person really feels as though they're settling, whether it's that they're settling for less that they deserve, you're settling for less than what you deserve, the situation, the circumstances at play don't feel completely right to them, or fruitful to them, whatever it is. And so there is this energy of letting things go. And with the crystal that you guys chose, it definitely makes a lot of sense with those cards, because this crystal is one of the most purifying and cleansing crystals that you can get. I mean, it cleanses everything. So it's like this person is wanting a cleanse in their life in some way, as it pertains to this connection. So let's just jump right into your tarot cards. How does pile 3's person feel about them? Ooh. Seven of Pentacles. The Star. Two of Swords. The Tower. Oops, hold on. Verifying the star energy, please. too many. The Hierophant in reverse. Judgment in reverse. The Knight of Cups reverse at the bottom of the deck. Okay. I'm going to pull just one more oracle card here. How does this person currently feel about my pile 3 viewers? We have regret. Oh my goodness. Heavy, heavy energy, you guys. All right. Yeah, I mean, they're definitely letting this go. There is a lot of sadness that I feel with that Knight of Cups in reverse, with regret coming up as well, really echoing that message of grief. What I feel, though, with this Knight of Cups in reverse is that for whatever reason, whatever went down in this connection, it's like your person does not want to pursue it romantically anymore. This makes a lot of sense with the release, right? They're kind of releasing and letting this go. Either this person is just like not in the mood to do anything romantic with regard to taking action toward you, which would make a lot of sense because there is a lot of energy of sadness here, which when somebody is sad or grieving a loss, usually they don't want to make romantic advances towards somebody. But for some of you guys, again, going back to settling here, I am getting that this person just doesn't really have romantic feelings towards you anymore. Like with the Wheel of Fortune here, I think something changed in this connection, and it's like they're turned off by something. Okay. Now, with regrets, I don't know if this person did something that they feel was wrong or if they just like regret. I feel like they just regret the way things went down because this person is thinking a lot about something that went wrong in this connection. You know, I think that they are reassessing the situation, reassessing what they perceive to have been like something really shocking that happened or something really disastrous that happened. It's almost like this person maybe thought that there was a certain like foundation built within the both of you, between the both of you. A certain foundation was built with this connection, and it showed over time that that was not true. That what they thought they knew, what they thought they had built wasn't really as stable as they thought. And with the Seven of Pentacles, it's like they're doing a lot of reflecting on it. And I feel like there's almost this reflection of like, or this assessment going on within their head of like, is it worth me continuing to put the effort into that? Is it worth it for me to continue to invest in that? You know, I've invested this much so far, and all it's gotten me is this defeated, just disastrous energy. So is it really worth it for me to continue? And I feel like that's why they're in this energy of confliction where it's like, do I continue or do I release it and let it go? And something about releasing and letting it go, almost, again, it feels like a weight being lifted off of their shoulders. I do think that this person with the Star card is needing to heal from this connection. I do think that this person sees you as somebody who is like really amazing, and they see you as somebody that they really look up to. I think that they perceive you as having healing energy, as being someone that's in the spotlight. I do think that this person might still have hopes and dreams for the future of this connection, but something that they're hoping and dreaming about with this connection is a little bit like outside of the box. So I'm getting two different messages here. For some of you guys where this person is just sad and they still have feelings for you, what I feel is that they are hoping for a less traditional type of connection in the future. Something non-committal, or it doesn't even have to be non-committal. It's just that this card in reverse indicates that your person is wanting something that's a little bit outside of what the status quo of a connection would be. Maybe they don't want to get married in the traditional sense, or whatever it is. I think they think about something non-traditional in the future. They hope for this. Now, for the other group of you where this person does not have romantic feelings anymore, they're letting this go, they're moving on, which I think in both cases the person seems to be moving on. But if this is a situation where you guys know deep down that this person just doesn't really have feelings for you anymore, maybe they've expressed this to you, what I feel is that this person is almost like in a place of healing from a breakup here, is what this is telling me. Maybe you guys were married or in a committed connection and severed ties with the Tower here. And so how they feel right now is that they're trying to heal from this breakdown in your connection. I think that this person, though, with Judgment in reverse, regardless of what scenario resonates with you, you guys, like, I don't see this person wanting a second chance with this connection. Sure, they might be thinking about it, they might be reassessing it, but I feel with the Judgment card in reverse that there's no room for this person to try again right now. They don't seem to want to renew it. They don't seem to want closure. They don't seem to want a second chance at all. And maybe this was a decision that took a little bit of time for them to make, but what I see with the Two of Swords reversed is that they've made a choice, and the choice is that they're moving on. I think for some of them, I am picking up on a little nuance here that, like, they could be reflecting back on this connection with rose-colored glasses, if you will. And maybe that's where some of the regret energy is coming from. Where, like, with the Judgment in reverse, I do feel like this person has confidence issues for some of you, where, like, they are maybe second-guessing their own judgment. Either way, this person is very mixed up, it feels. So let's get into some of our other decks. I want to move into this Arrows of Love Oracle. How do they feel about pile 3? We have old footage, eject. So it's like, yeah, they're thinking a lot about the past. And again, something that went wrong for them, like disastrously wrong for them from their perspective, they're wanting to release it, eject it, let it go. We have up in smoke. Yeah, like, again, it's like they feel like something went up in smoke. It went up in flames. Could have been something that was said also. We also have fire in my soul, inspiration. Again, with that star, like, I do think that there was a lot of passion and chemistry with this person. And I do think that you inspire this person in a lot of ways to be better. You are like an aspirational person for this person to be with, is what I feel. But something went wrong from their perspective here. And they're feeling like things are over. So let's take a look at the statuses deck next. I want to see how this person is currently perceiving the status of your connection. I'm hoping this is going to give us a little bit of clarity and insight into what they want this status to even be. Just like where their mind is at. So how is pile 3's person currently perceiving the status of their relationship? We have just vibing, getting to know each other. So casual energy, again, with the Hierophant reversed. It's kind of that non-committal vibe. Cutthroat. It is what it is. It's not what it's not. Which makes sense. Like, we have a lot of, like, decisive action to cut this off, you know? So I'm not surprised entirely to see that sort of cutthroat, very matter-of-fact energy being here. Ooh. We have just got out of something that flipped over. Let's see. And we have the Runner. When things start escalating, this one will start running. We have friends with sexual benefits. So there was definitely that situation on their mind, but I think they're perceiving themselves as like newly out of something with you. You know, they are sad about it, you guys. Like, and maybe this person, whenever this tower moment happened, whatever shocking realization, whatever fight you guys might have had, like whatever it was that really stunned this person, it's like instead of them working it out with the Seven of Pentacles, it was like, is it really worth it for me? And maybe they bolted. For some of you guys, they might actually be perceiving you as the runner too, which could be why they're feeling so hurt right now, if they're perceiving that you're the one that ran away from this connection when things got hard. So let's look next to see what messages they have for you. What messages does pile 3's person have for them? What would they want to say if they were being truthful and honest about their feelings about pile 3? Appearances. I'm more affected than you know. So this person is like probably putting out like very unbothered posts or trying to make it seem like they're really happy. You guys can obviously see from the cards that this person is not okay. They are deeply impacted by this connection and what's been going on. Whoop. We have mute. I've thought about reaching out to you, but then I stopped myself. Okay, let's get another one. We have apprehensive. I don't know if I'm cut out for this. There's that lack of confidence. Like, I think this person with a judgment reverse, it's like they don't feel totally confident in how like they can problem solve with you, or if they can be in a committed connection with you, a long-term committed relationship. So this is very interesting energy, group 3. I want to go ahead and close it out with some messages for you, just some guidance for you to consider or reflect on as you continue to connect with this person, or as you continue to move through this connection or future connections. We have pent-up anger. You have unresolved feelings from your past that make you resentful towards others. I'm wondering if this tower energy has to do with anger. It is Mars energy, which can be passion, but it can also be anger. So maybe there's something about the way that you guys expressed anger to this person, or maybe even not anger, but resentment, or something about the way this person perceived your energy as being like maybe aggressive or something like that. Let's see what else for pile 3. We have changing them. Trying to change someone never works. Accept them as they are or move on. So knowing that like whatever the person is who they are, and if they don't want a commitment or if they don't want whatever, like you can't force them to change that. So there's something to reflect on with this person around like, did you allow resentments toward them to kind of pent up? Did you try to change something about them or their beliefs or their desires to fit what you want instead of just accepting them for who they were? Let's get one more. We have fixing them. You can't fix someone. They have to want to change, accept them, or let them go. So another card kind of talking about the need to accept someone for how they are or let them go. So definitely some interesting synchronicities in your advice, pile 3. So we're going to go ahead and end the reading here. But as always, please comment below. I would love to hear from you guys about like what's been going on in this connection and which aspects of the reading you feel resonate the most with your situation. So comment below, let me know. If you're not already, please do subscribe to my channel, hit the notification bell so you'll be notified when I post the next reading. And I look forward to seeing you then. Bye.